Reese from RJC Models here, and I'm coming at you with part 3 of the 1/72 scale de Havilland Vampire. There it is, de Havilland Vampire. This is the video in partnership with Harrison Brown Models. We have got quite far with it. I don't know if you go back and look at part 2. That will take you to this part. So this is the main fuselage and that sort of stuff going on there, and the cockpit and the nose weight in there. So yeah, that's part. That was up to where we are now. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll move the camera around, and also as you can see here, I've got a new tripod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go for a new angle so you guys can see a bit closer of what I'm doing. So yeah, I shall move the camera over to here so you guys can see, and then we'll crack on with part 3. Okay, so the next bit we're going to do with the Vampire are these parts of the fuselage that sit on the side of the wing here that go onto the tail, that make the tail up. So what I'm going to do is, I've already cut this one out. This is part number 4, and I've got part number 5 just there. So what I'm going to do is just snip that off a little bit like that, and then I'm going to get my knife, which is just over here. I'm going to take these little nubs off there like that. So I'll just pop that on there like that, nice and close to the part, and the same this side, and then get that out of the way, nice and close to the part again, a little bit like that, and then the same now. I'm going to take a sanding stick. This is just a Flora model sanding stick with a sponge on it. I'm going to just get rid of that nice bit of nub on the tail plane. So just getting that in there. And the good thing about these sponges is that they've got this, so because they are a sponge, they contour. There we go, like that. They contour. So when you're doing a part like this that's supposed to be circular, you can go in there with a sanding stick, or if you wanted the smaller ones, because I've got a few small ones here too, somewhere, there they are. So I've got the skinnier version. You can get in there with the stick and just take that bit off there a little bit like that. So it just makes it, keeps it nice and circular. What I like to do is do a little bit like I'm doing here. Do a little bit at a time, come back, feel the part, because you'll feel the raised bit. And if it's not coming off, I'll use this coarser side. Just there we go. Just to bring it down a little bit. So I've still got a little bit there, so I'm just going to use the sponge to take that bit down with. A little bit like that, and it takes it nice and flush. So still a little bit of a bump now. So what I'm going to do is, so just get it nice and flat like that. I hope you guys can see this actually. Nice and flat, and then come in with a sponge, go over it like that, get rid of that nice bump. So you've not got a bump there anymore. Right, again, I hope you guys can see this okay. I do apologise with my hands in the way. Okay guys, so as I say, we've got the this one side finished up just there. As you can also, this one again, sorry. Nice and flat there. So again, I'm going to do the same with this bit. Just use the flat sanding stick and just take it down a little bit like that. A little bit like that. There we go. Make it nice and flat, nice and level. And I might even just go up and down the tail bit like that, like I'm doing there. Up and down, so it's nice and flush. And then what I'm going to do is the same with this part. So you can see there's quite a horrid nub there, just by my finger. What I'll do is I've got on there. There you go. So you can probably see it a bit better then. So there's quite a horrid nub there. So what I'll do is, again, I shall sand that nice and flat, a bit like that. There we go. it's nice and flush up and down, so it's keeping that shape that you want, keeping the nice flat shape that you want. And then with the sponge, keeping the circular shape, because this is actually, if I show you there, look, this is actually circular, so you can see a little bit of nub just coming out there. So it's got quite a nice circular shape to it. So we want to keep that circular shape. So you with the sponge, because it contours, you just want to do something a bit like this. So you can see how the sponge is, I'm not even pushing on it that much at all, I'm not putting pushing on it at all. And it's just keeping that nice circular shape. A little bit like that. Going from the coarse to the smooth. Just feeling it as it goes along. So that's that part now ready to go. So both parts are now ready to go. So I'm going to get some extra thin. Oops, pick that part up. So there we go. Got some extra thin. I'm just going to line. So what this is, I like to do. I like to dry fit first to make sure that everything is as nice and flush and is where it should be, which I believe this one is. There we go. So that's nice and flush. Like that. So I'm just going to run. What I'll do is there we go. So a nice click there, and then a nice click at the. Oops. Excuse me, guys. Nice click there, and a nice click at the front. So it's all nice and lined up. And then I'm going to run a bead of glue down this line. So get some extra thin. Just touch there. And let the gravity do its thing, because the good thing about this glue is because it's thin, it runs down the seam that you want. And again, see, it's nice and contoured to that one. So touch and let gravity do its thing. It will pull it. Gravity will pull it this way and down the recess and down the join now. So that doesn't look so bad actually. As you can see there. Excuse me. So as you can see, I've still got a little bit of a nub. Let's just sort it out for you guys. There we go. So as you can see there, I've just got a little bit of a seam line and a mould mismatch there. So I'm just gonna, now that the two halves are together, and the good thing is with this glue is it dries very quickly. So just gonna take the sanding sponge, no pressure on it at all, and just take that down nicely. Obviously, if there's any panel lines or anything, see there's a panel line there, and you can, I don't know if you guys can see, is how it's kind of fading a little bit where I've been sanding. Oh, there we go, just where I've been sanding. So just here, let me get a pointy stick. Just here is where I've been sanding, so it will wear away a little bit. But what I'll do, it's not a problem, because what I'll do is I'll come back with the knife and just score around a little bit like that. Try not to slip, because you will hurt your finger. But it's just literally just popping that panel line back in where it should be. So using the sharp side first to make a groove or make a cut. A little bit like that. Pop it in the groove of the panel line, and then slowly take it round like that, and match the two grooves and the two panel lines up. Then you turn it over, so you're using the sharps at the blunt side, and then into the panel line, and then with a good hard push, turn it round a little bit like that. And then it should, as you can just about see, it just gives you a nice bit of a panel line just there. Oops. There you go, just there. So it's a nice panel line in there for you. And then what we'll do is we'll get the other part of the body of the aeroplane. And what we'll do is we'll see how that fits on there. So it will sit in there nice with a bit of luck. Pop that, he says. So that will pop on there like that. And then what we'll do is we'll fill all the gaps up that you've got in there with some extra fin. So what the instructions are actually calling for is that you build both sides of the tail, put the rear plane on, put the aileron that sits at the back here, and the fins, and then pop it all together. So what I'll do is I'll go off and make the other one of these and the tail fin, because it's fairly straightforward, the tail fin, because it's just this piece here, and it will just sit into the pop just there. So it'll pop in there like that. So I'll go off and do the tail plane and get the back assembly all done, and then I'll be coming back. What I've done after camera is I've put the rear tail on, so now I've got the tail on, and that's all nice, and there's no seam lines or anything where the joins are. And also I've went ahead and put on the drop tanks. So these are separate fuel tanks for the plane. So that's where we're at with this one. I'm going to leave it here for today. Next time you'll be joining me. Next time you'll join me, you'll see the painting process. So what we'll do is we'll stick on the clear part just here. So we'll get that all stuck on, and the bits and pieces that need to be black, so around here where the pilot can see out, so you don't get glare from the front, we'll paint that black, and then put the clear part on, and then from there we'll go on and do the painting for this one. So what I'm going to do is also, before we do that one, is so these are the wheel wells. So this one's actually going to be in flight, so I'm going to have it slightly off the ground a little bit, as if it's just taken off to do a practice run. So I'll put the wheel well covers on there off camera. I'll do that, and then when we come back we'll be ready to start painting and decaling. So thank you guys for watching this one. Remember to go over to Harrison Brown Models, go over there and check out his stock. He has a massive range from model kits to white metal fire engines and bits and pieces like that, model trains, all them sort of things. Pop over there, check him out. Also come over to our Facebook page, so it's RJC Models Official on Facebook and Instagram. We've also now got a Patreon, so if you like what you see here and want to support the channel and the growth of the channel and the bits and pieces that way, pop over to Patreon, RJC Models Official over there. I will stick a link below this video, and yeah, come over there, check us out, and keep an eye on what's coming up and what's going through the year. So thank you guys for watching this episode, and I shall see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.